Hello everybody, how are you doing this evening? It is 10:39 p.m. and it's November the 26th, a day before Thanksgiving. Here in the States, I don't know if anybody else in the world celebrates Thanksgiving on the same day that we do here in the States, but if you do, hope you all have a good Thanksgiving break with your family. Um, this is a YouTube layout app I'm doing for the month of November, and what the theme was, we had to use button, badge, or badges. And I am doing this video early because I just started it today and got it done, and I thought I'd do a video and I will upload it on November 30th when the deadline is this Sunday. So you won't get to see this until November 30th, which is on Sunday. Um, this I'm trying to figure out what I could do for this layout, and I decided to use two pictures of my great uncle. He is now since passed away. It has been 3 years. And funny thing is now all my grandfather's brothers and his sister have passed away, so there's no more family members of my grandfather's generation around. He lived a long life. He lived until he was 91 years old. He had a very interesting life. And this was him back in the day when he was in the war in the 1940s. My dad said he was probably in there all 5 years from 1941 and 1945. And why I wanted to do this layout is because this is my very first pocket layout I did, because I have some letters that my great uncle would send my grandfather and my grandmother. And since he is the younger brother of my grandfather, they probably had a pretty close relationship because there's some pictures of him and my grandfather together with their wives or their kids, whatever. And he would visit. He lived up north in the Sheboygan, Mackinac City area, and him and his wife and kids would come down and visit my grandparents here in where I live. And I copied and scanned. There's quite a few sides. There's quite a few letters, and we had to put my grandmother in a nursing home about a couple of years ago. And my dad found an old cigar box with a bunch of letters from her family, from my grandfather's family. Most of it was from my grandfather's younger brother, which is Uncle Norman here. And my grandmother kept all of his letters when he was in the war. Long after my grandfather died, my grandfather has been gone for 25 years now, I want to say. Yeah, 25 years now. Yeah, 25. And my grandmother still kept them, so that tells you how close they were. And she and my great uncle were the same age. She was just a few months older than my great uncle. And in his obituary, he put my grandmother as his sister-in-law, who survived him. So that was pretty nice of him wanting to include my grandmother in his obituary, even though she was just a sister-in-law to him. But I guess it was out of respect for my grandfather since she was still living, and my grandfather wasn't. They decided to put her name in as one of his surviving family members. So that was very nice. So I want to do a layout honoring him and his service in World War II. And when I read his obituary, I found something very interesting. He when he was touring Europe during the war, he was mainly stationed in Italy, but towards the end, I guess he went in the Germany, or somewhere around that area, and he was in the Battle of the Bulge, was in December of 1944. And I didn't know it, so went on Wikipedia and looked up online and found some information. So I tried to copy and paste some information about the American involvement in the Battle of the Bulge in the late 1944, and I paste it and copy it and print it out, and I have it right here in this packet. And what's interesting about this packet is I made it kind of into a packet file folder type of thing. See a little tab here. I had a small little index card with a little tab on it, and I took that and traced it, and then I trimmed it down a little bit It wasn't as big as the file folder you see here. I don't think you can see it very well. But it wasn't as big. This is the file folder right here. You can't see it with other paper. But that's the file folder. It wasn't as big. The actual file and that card I had was pretty like a 4x6 standard size. And I just measured the tab part of it so I cut it. So that's what I did. I made it kind of like a file folder tab thing. So I like it. I don't know if I told you, but these are the original photos. I'm pretty sure I scanned them. I have a copy of them on my digital um DVD. I don't know why I call it digital. My DVD. But like I want to say this again because I keep hearing people say don't use the original. Don't. You can use the original. No, it's probably better using the original photos and on the scrapbook album will be protected over a plastic cover. You just have to make sure when you use the original photos, if you can, put them on photo corners because I have them on photo corners. If not, use a little bit of your adhesive tape on the corners of your photos. Just 4 little corners. A little bit of adhesive goes a long way. You don't gotta use a big strip of it. Just a little bit on the very edge of your corners on the back of the photo and adhere it to the paper. You just gotta make sure it's archival safe, acid, and linoleum free. I can't say that word right, so pardon me. Linoleum free. You just gotta make sure it has all 3 of those things with your papers, your glue, your scrapbook page protector. You gotta make sure all that has archival safe, acid free, and linoleum free, and probably photo safe if you can get. If it has that photo safe on there, you're good for your page protector. You're good to go. If it said acid and linen free on your papers, your stickers, and all that, you're good to go. Your pictures, your original pictures will be okay in the photo album. Just make sure you also scan them so you have an extra copy digitalized on file in case something happens in a house fire or whatever. And I have a lot of them on scan. I just gotta make sure I gotta go back and look. So yeah, use the original photos you want to. I'm gonna use them. I don't care what people tell me. Oh, you shouldn't, because that's not the reason why I put all my most of my original photos. I use some copies, but mainly most of my originals. If I know I can put photo corners on the edges, photo corners on these photos, or if I know I have duplicates of the same picture, I use that. Plus, I figured it's going to be safe in the album. You're going to have it protected. And people will be able to look at it more instead of it just being thrown in a box and never be looked at again. So yeah, I kind of got off track on that. I went long overdue on that, but yeah, I don't know when to stop rambling on it. But yeah, this is my layout. And I'm going to tell you what I use for the theme. These little brads here, I use two. I use 2 of the themes. I use the buttons and the brads. And the brads right here, the 3 yellow stars and the little gray circle. I got these from Sue, who is STriles728 here on YouTube. So I'm using up some more of your stuff, Sue. So that's what I need to use. I used it on the side. And I just took like a Sharpie needle, sewing needle. My mom gave me a couple of them. And I just punctured holes in them and I punctured really easily. So you don't really need a big fancy puncher tool to buy. You can just use a simple sharp needle and just wiggle it in there and punch the holes in and get your brads in there. So that's what I did with that. And I also use buttons, and when I asked Sam and some of the ladies that are in charge of the YouTube layout hop on Facebook, I asked them if I can use stickers. And they said, yeah, stickers, paper, whatever, as long as they're buttons. And I use the Tim Holtz crowded attic stickers pack. That's what I use. I use these stickers. The other stickers I included were the World War II hero, this sticker, this sticker, and oh, it's just these 2 stickers here. That is from the Paper House Paper Company, a Paper House sticker. It's the Paper House sticker 3D, whatever, and it's with more stickers in it, mostly World War II. I used that. Then the sticker here with the boot. That's from the Can Company's little Cajun something I got from Walmart. It's an Army 3D sticker. This sticker and this little sticker here with my uncle's name, full name here, and then here this sticker I used it on the tab. I just used it like first initial and then end still. I kind of want to use it kind of like almost like how they do in the probably the Army. They put the first letter of the person's name with the last name, and I put it on the tab here. I made it kind of like a bio pocket folder type thing here. And this paper here is from the Karen Foster Design Paper Military Edition scrapbook kit. This paper right here is from the Bull Bunny Etc. scrapbook kit I have. I think I already mentioned, but I don't think I mentioned it. I think I did, but if I didn't, if I'm repeating myself, sorry. These two stickers are from that Bull Bunny Etc. combo sticker sheet I have. So I use that. What else do I want to show you? Well, on the edges of all these papers, this paper, this paper, and this paper, on the edges of it, I use my Tim Holtz Distress Stain ink pad. It's the walnut stain, walnut ink pad. That's a thing for a minute. On this rub on it here, I'm close so you can see it. That is from Kaisercraft Miss Empire rub on I have. What else do I want to show you? Oh yeah, these little stickers here that tell you the branch that my great uncle served in. Those are from the Tim Holtz tiny letter sticker booklet that I have. I use that in there. And the photo corners that I use for these photos, for these original photos to hold them in. This is from the photo corners on both of these photos. That is from the scrapbook adhesive. It's a scrapbook adhesive company, and it's the black photo corners. That's what I use on there. And this little paper embellishment, I have Protect, Serve, and Defend. That is from Karen Foster's design, and it's from the military scrapbook kit I have, and it had just a bunch of embellishments you can cut out, like a cutout sheet, so you can cut them out, and that's what I did for that. And what I used to adhere all these down, besides the stickers and the photo corners and everything, the papers that I used to adhere it down were my scrapbook adhesive crafty power tape, like 2" or 1/4 of an inch power tape. And I also used my Scott quick dry adhesive for some of the corners to hold it down. So that is what I came up with for this month challenge. Hopefully you like kind of the story behind my late great uncle's service in the army during World War II. And it's been three years now since he passed away. And my other great uncle, his younger brother, because he's not the youngest, he has like 3 other younger brothers. But the 2 younger brothers passed away when they were kids, and the other younger brother lived until he was about 84, 85. He died last year in 2013, so there's no more siblings on my grandfather's left. They all passed away. So I want to do something to honor my great uncle in the service, and I hope you guys like this. I don't know if I said it in the beginning, but this month's theme is buttons, brads, or badges. And you have to comment on everybody's video for this month's challenge. And there's like 7 people who are involved in this. There might be more people participating before the deadline in November 30th, because I'm filming this on the 26th, which is today, and this Sunday, the 30th, is when the deadline is. So, if you want to get, so I think there'll probably be more involved, but probably not. There's only 7 right now. You got to comment on everybody's video. Go to the channel and comment on everybody's video, and you will be entered to win a challenge, to win from this month's sponsor, which is Stamping All Day. And what I'll do is I'll put the sponsors and the people who are participating in the description below. And you gotta comment on everybody's video in order to win a prize from this month's sponsor. So, hope you all enjoyed this little video. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. And if anybody can be celebrating Thanksgiving tomorrow, have a happy Thanksgiving. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.